Did you know your phone carries 10 times as many germs as a toilet seat? Yes, you heard it right. Your prized possession, your constant companion, the object you touch, swipe, and hold close to your face more times in a day than you could count. It's a petri dish for bacteria, a thriving ecosystem of the unseen, teeming with more germs than the seat of a public toilet. Think about it. When was the last time you cleaned your phone? Really cleaned it, not just wiped it on your sleeve or gave it a quick once-over with a tissue. Now think about how often you clean your toilet seat. The comparison is startling, isn't it? Your phone, that device you hold so dear, is a walking, talking hotspot of germs. But wait, there's more. The germs on your phone are only the tip of the iceberg. Our lives are surrounded by the invisible, from the dust in our homes to the very air we breathe. You might think that household dust is just dirt and grime, but did you know that a large part of it is actually your own dead skin? Yes, you're living in the aftermath of your own skin shedding, to the tune of over 8 pounds a year. Your eyebrows, too, are not as innocent as they seem. They're home to Demodex folliculorum, a special kind of mite that feeds on your dead skin. These mites are harmless, of course, but the thought of them is enough to make your skin crawl. The world around us is full of these surprising and often disturbing truths. From the germs on our phones to the dust in our homes, we are living in a world that is much more complex and perhaps a little scarier than we often realize. So next time you text during dinner, remember, you might just be sharing your meal with millions of invisible guests. Have you ever wondered what makes up the dust in your house? The answer may make your skin crawl, literally. You see, it's a little-known fact that the dust you find in your home is primarily made up of, wait for it, your own dead skin. Yes, that's right. Every year you shed over 8 pounds of skin. And where do you think all that skin goes? It doesn't just disappear into thin air, no. It gathers in the corners of your house, hiding beneath furniture, lurking in the shadows, just waiting to be disturbed. But that's not even the most skin-crawling part of this tale. Nestled within the forest of your eyebrows, there exists a tiny creature, a microscopic mite known as Demodex folliculorum. This mite, invisible to the naked eye, has made your eyebrows its home, its playground, its dining hall. This creature feeds on your dead skin, thriving on the very substance that makes up the dust in your home. But don't be too alarmed. These eyebrow tenants, as we'll call them, are mostly harmless. They are a part of the natural fauna that exists on our bodies. They are, in essence, a part of us, living off us, feeding on us, and yet causing us no harm. In fact, it is believed that these mites could play a role in maintaining the health of our skin by helping to remove dead cells and other detritus. Next time you see dust collecting, remember, you're looking at a graveyard of your own skin and possibly a feast for some tiny mites. Each speck of dust tells a story of renewal and decay, of life and death, of the invisible tenants that make their home on our bodies. So the next time you spot a dust bunny under your bed, perhaps you'll see it not as a nuisance, but as a testament to the fascinating and somewhat eerie cycle of life that plays out on our very skin every day. Ever woken up in the middle of the night, unable to move and feeling a presence in your room? This is the chilling reality for those who experience sleep paralysis, a terrifying phenomenon that blurs the line between the dream world and reality. Sleep paralysis is a jarring condition where a person is conscious yet unable to move or speak. This typically occurs either when falling asleep or more commonly when waking up. The feeling of paralysis can last for a few seconds to a couple of minutes, and it can be accompanied by a sense of pressure on the chest, difficulty breathing, and sometimes even the sensation of floating or out-of-body experiences. But the most horrifying aspect of sleep paralysis is the hallucinations. In this state of semi-consciousness, the mind can conjure up disturbing images that feel all too real. Many who suffer from this condition report seeing shadowy figures lurking in their room, feeling an evil presence, or even witnessing demons or other malevolent entities. These hallucinations, known as hypnagogic or hypnopompic hallucinations, can be incredibly vivid and terrifying. They are believed to be the mind's attempt to make sense of the paralysis and the state of being both awake and asleep. But understanding the science behind these visions does little to alleviate the fear they induce. Imagine this. You're trapped in your own body, unable to scream or move, while your worst nightmares play out before your eyes. This is sleep paralysis. It's a condition that doesn't discriminate. It can happen to anyone, regardless of age or gender. There's no known cure, but understanding and awareness can help manage its effects. So, are you ready to turn off the lights and close your eyes tonight? As you drift into the realm of dreams, remember, sleep paralysis could be waiting in the wings, ready to turn your peaceful slumber into a waking nightmare. Sleep well tonight, and hope that you don't wake up to a demon at your bedside. Think sleep paralysis is horrifying? Wait until you hear about locked-in syndrome. This condition is not something from a Stephen King novel, but a reality for some. Locked-in syndrome, as the name suggests, leaves its victims locked within their own bodies. Imagine waking up one day to find yourself fully conscious, but unable to move a muscle. You can think, you can feel, you can hear every word spoken around you, but you can't respond. You're trapped in your own body, a prisoner within yourself. This is the terrifying reality for those with locked-in syndrome. This rare neurological disorder is characterized by complete paralysis of all voluntary muscles in the body, save for those that control the eyes. Victims of this condition are fully aware of their surroundings and retain cognitive function, but they are unable to speak, unable to move, and unable to give any sign that they are conscious. The cause? It can be a variety of things, from a stroke to a traumatic brain injury. The effect? A life that is a living nightmare. You may hear a joke and want to laugh, but no sound comes out. You might feel an itch on your nose, but you can't lift a hand to scratch it. You're aware of the world around you, but you're trapped in a body that refuses to obey your commands. The most chilling part is that it's often misdiagnosed. Because of the complete lack of movement or communication, it's often mistaken for a coma or vegetative state. But inside, the person is screaming to be heard, to be understood, to be acknowledged. Communication, when possible, is often limited to blinking or moving the eyes. It's a painstakingly slow process, spelling out words one letter at a time. A simple sentence can take minutes to convey, and yet, this is the only lifeline these individuals have to the outside world. Imagine being trapped inside your own body, fully conscious but unable to communicate. A chilling thought, isn't it? Scene script, ready for a rapid-fire round of creepy facts. Let's take a chilling trip down to the United States, where a spine-chilling statistic unfolds. Imagine that for every 3 murder cases that occur, 1 remains unsolved. That's right, 1 in 3 murderers potentially walks free, a disturbing thought that might just make your skin crawl. Now, let's buzz over to Washington State, where murder hornets have made their unwelcome return. These terrifying insects, with a moniker as menacing as their sting, have been spotted again, reminding us of their potentially deadly presence. Swapping the creepy crawlies for something a little more unusual, let's delve into a medical marvel that's enough to make anyone squirm. Picture a fir tree, now envision it growing inside a man's lungs. Hard to believe, right? But it happened, proving that truth can indeed be stranger and scarier than fiction. While we're on the topic of trees, here's a fact that's more horrifying than any ghost story. Every year, we cut down 27,000 trees. The reason? Toilet paper. That's right, our comfort comes at a steep price for our planet. Finally, let's end on a slightly softer, albeit eerie note with Oscar the cat. This feline has an uncanny knack for predicting death. Oscar works in a hospice, providing comfort to those who are about to pass away. It's a strange and unsettling talent, but also a poignant reminder of the mystery and fragility of life. From hornets to hospice cats, the world is full of strange and unsettling facts. So, stay curious, stay informed, and most importantly, stay safe.